So what is going on, guys? It's Triple G here, back with another Tribes of Midgard video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down what are the best blessings in Tribes of Midgard now, particularly for survival. I will show you a way that you can build your character to be an absolute superclass and just decimate the whole of the map. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, comment, or subscribing to the channel, or join us over on Twitch. We stream 5 times a week, and otherwise, let's get straight into this video. So if you've kept up to date, Survival 2.0 has introduced 90 blessings. Now that is a lot to choose from. However, these blessings are picked apart from the other characters, meaning you can combine some of the best abilities that you have found on your warrior class, on your berserker class, on your seer, add them together to make an absolute superclass. So let's go through what I believe the best combinations are for blessings. Now, when starting off in Tribes of Midgard survival mode, I do recommend that you start off with a little bit of healing. Now, the healing sources within the survival mode are obviously the Tree of Yggdrasil will pulse a little bit of healing, which is 1,000 ticks, but you do have to be in close proximity to the tree. You have meals and potions as well, although those are a little bit harder to come by at the start. So I do recommend that you start thinking about healing as soon as possible. And this is where we look at the blessing points for the seedling. The seedling will put a little aura around you on the floor, and if you stand in that, it will heal you. Later on down the tree, it will also stun and do damage to the enemies as well. And as you go across this tree, you will see that there is a debuff skill as well as an attack speed skill, which we will get into in a little while, but the attack speed will actually help us do more healing when we combine it with some other skills. Now, next up, I recommend that we look at the Berserker Blessings. Now, the Berserker Blessings will allow us to build up Wrath, which in turn will give us more attack speed, which in turn will give us more damage, and then when we start going down the tree, we will deal an explosion every time that meter is full for a minimum of 2 seconds. As you progress further, you will gain mana, and more importantly, you will gain HP. Now, what we've just done there is we've built up a ton of attack speed. We've then been able to build our wrath up really quickly, and then we've been able to get healing back every time we do an explosion. So we're killing enemies and we're getting healing back at the same time. Now, one of my favorite skills in the game is the shield throw. So we're going to be going down here into this blessing row, and we're going to be picking up the shield throw as well as the shield ring. Now, I don't use the shield ring as often as I thought I would, so you can kind of skip this if you want to. But if you want to get that double shield throw, which will basically duplicate the throw, giving you an extra little bit of DPS, it's very, very good. Of course, the shield will stun enemies as well, so it's very good for crowd control. And of course, sometimes if you are low health, you can just keep firing that shield away at the Jotuns if you don't want to get up close and personal. Now, if you're an axe person, I definitely recommend you pick up Axe Mastery, as well as some of the Embrace skills here to boost those elemental damage. You can pick up Durability if you want to, but the next recommended skill tree or recommended row tree of the blessings is to actually look at what would have been the warrior class. So we're going to be triggering more attacks. Again, more attacks mean more DPS. More DPS actually means faster wrath. More wrath means more explosions. More explosions means more healing. So we're already turning ourselves into an absolute monster. As you can see as we go through, you can harvest resources, but the more important things are increased mana, more increase to damage, and more increase to eventually the 4th mana bar. Now, the 4th mana bar is really nice, so if you use an axe like the Nornir, you can get more healing out of that as well as just more DPS, which is pretty good. In terms of some nice to haves, the no fall damage, the being able to revive yourself is really nice as well. But there are some other skills. Remember that you can go up to level 50, so you're going to be able to take nearly half of all these skills available. But the skills that I've mentioned in this video so far are the ones that I do recommend at the start. Once you have the majority of the what I've already mentioned, you're already a god and you start just decimating enemies. Guys, that is it for today's video. If you have enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel or join us over on Twitch. We stream 5 times a week, and otherwise, I'll catch you on the flip.